Taylor Brands is a proud sponsor of the QueST. For a complete business builder to start, manage, and grow your business, visit taylorbrands.com.
Health is wealth is a philosophy that I believe we each should live by. And our friend Earl Sims is literally leading that philosophy with his business, Capture Fitness. Join in with me as we learn just a little bit more about his quest and how he's leading this mission to help leaders live healthy lifestyles.
Kind of a roundabout way when I actually started getting certified to personal training, because when I first got out of school, I did LA Fitness for a year, got the general manager in like 3 months. So I was running my own club for a little while and then just got burned out. Got out of the business to do mortgages to save up some money. So they sold me on the bonus checks I could get, wanted to save up money so I could then be able to open up my own gym from that standpoint. And then once I quit the mortgage company, then I sat down and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead, get this certification and we're gonna go all in on it. So, and really kind of just dialed in and took myself back to school for a few months since I wasn't doing the mortgage anymore. So did that, built everything out for my in-home gym and then started taking clients. About March 2018 is when I really dialed into it. There was getting into the summer, I had a little bit of money and basically just built out the garage, put some brick paneling up, bought some equipment offline, did some flooring in there, had my muralist come in, paint the logo on the wall, so it looked legit. We had everything going and just started trying to reach out to people. You know, got in the phone, started shooting out text messages, made the Facebook page, posted on mine, and just started trying to let people know. And it was tough initially trying to build credibility out of the house for sure. You know, just trying to have people trust me enough to come there, just knowing that that's where it is. It was a big challenge because, again, I'm just living off my corporate training money, you know, which isn't too much at that time. So I'm living off of that money. And yeah, it's just the mentality you just got to go. Just kind of making sure that I stayed in the trenches the whole time and they continued to do a good job, didn't take any clients for granted so that they would tell people about it and they would keep staying around also, because at that point, every dollar mattered. Not that it always does, but, you know, making sure every client was always happy, keep coming back was super important. One of my very first clients, she had to start working with me, and one of my friends from college sent her to me, and that was like one of the first times where people were like telling me that they were getting off their medications, you know, and things like that, just based on us working together. And I was able to actually see the physiological benefits, and know that I was doing more than just helping people get stronger, try to get in better shape, you know, because everybody wants to lose their stomach, you know, but being able to see things like that and have people come back with doctor testimonials and whatnot about the help I'm giving them is kind of really one of the things that I love doing this for. I feel like I've kind of always had to do a lot with a little. But again, at every phase, there was another level, you know. So as we're there and we're going and I'm building it up, I can see it there, you know, and I can see myself with one person. I can see how I can have 5 people in there. So it's just like, okay, I can do this a few times a day and I'll be fine, you know what I mean? I'll be able to continue to grow this. So it was just kind of keeping a don't quit mentality, just knowing that I can sustain myself with this and I can do what I always dreamed to do.
Come get you a watch. Timing is perfect like who need a watch. We getting stronger and feel like the rock. A little bit smaller but look like a giant. No cap, let it fizz out. No matter what, we gon' get back. Stay hungry till we pig out. Celebrate till we kick out. Hey, this is our house.
A mentor once told me, do what you can, use what you have, and start where you are. And when I think about the story of Capture Fitness and Earl, it embodies that statement where he didn't wait until he had everything figured out. He didn't wait until he had the best equipment or the biggest facility. He started and used what he had and where he was. He had this drive to help individuals improve the quality of their health. And with that drive, with that determination, he's built Capture Fitness into what it is today. Earl, my brother, how we feeling, man?
Doing well, doing well. How you doing, man?
Awesome, man. Excellent, man. I'm loving the place here, man.
Appreciate it, man. Worked hard for
So
it.
this is where you transforming lives, huh?
Every day.
Okay. So how long you guys been in business, man?
We wrapping up year 5 right now.
Nice.
Yeah, wrapping up year 5, moved over here to this new location just over a year ago.
Okay. And so how many square footage you guys have around here?
We got 6,000 square feet here, actually. We got the biggest training floor in the city, actually.
Okay, and then, so you've been in existence 5 years, but how long have you been here?
We've been here for, just over a year. We moved here in July last year.
Oh, so you guys just celebrate the anniversary of being here.
Yep, we definitely.
Nice. I'm quite sure, man, like when you came into this place, like describe to me the renovation process, like the build out. Because I'm quite sure all this wasn't here when you got here, but you created what it is now. Describe that process for me.
Most definitely. So it was a lot of work. First off, it took probably about a little over a year to get everything all finalized with it all. Like once we started looking at the space and going through it, but yeah, initially this was a space here, and then there was another one back there, and I had both of them available. So we'll go ahead and knock some walls out and just started designing it. I was really excited to actually be able to design my own space because the previous gym, I came into an existing gym that was there already when I took it over. So for this, I was able to really put my hands on it. Like, I want this here, I want it to look like this, and I could really create the experience that I wanted to.
Because you started off in a garage, right?
Definitely, yeah, right, in a home garage. It was a one-car garage, and nice. built that out, and that's where we started taking the first clients, and been leveling up since.
What's it feel like going from a garage to now this massive space here where you can impact people through the realm of fitness?
Man, it's incredible. I cried at every phase. You know what I mean? Like, it feels good to just be able to just have a bigger platform to be able to just again provide fitness to as many people as I can.
Okay. So let me know what you guys got to offer here, man. I want to see the space.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So first off, starting up here, we've got all of our row machines, PVC pipes, foam rollers, anything you would need for warm up, all that good stuff. First set of dumbbells up here, go from like 8 up to 50, so plenty of options there, probably about 2 sets of everything.
Okay.
Right up here, this is where we do all of our larger muscle groups, so all of our bench press, squats. We even got monkey bars there to go across, do a little plyometrics, all of that.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. And then, suspension training, everything there for barbells. We've actually got all 3 sizes of barbells there, so no matter what level you are, in terms of that, we can do a light bar or a heavy bar. You always feel like you're in the game now.
Yeah.
So more dumbbells here just to kind of continue to round those out. Over here, we got our turf strip. So
sled and everything?
Got about 40 yards of turf here, sled, slam balls, all of that.
Okay.
Moving on back, got a whole world of kettlebells over here along with ropes, resistance bands. We use this area back here. It's kind of a more auxiliary area, so when I don't have large groups going, we do personal training back here sometimes. We also do some youth training also. I've got another trainer that likes to bring some of the young athletes. We've got middle school up through high school athletes that come in here for those, so get a lot of good training back here, especially utilizing the turf. Again, we got the yoke bars here. If you're feeling strong today, we can go ahead and pick that up a little bit later, maybe.
Oh, that's the one where they put on. It's almost like a squat, like a moving squat.
It is. You get right up under there, pick up the whole thing, load up weight on all the corners, and got our perfect little track here to handle things like that.
Okay.
Track is good because it's not a cardio gym, it's a strength conditioning gym. So we don't need a big track, but it's enough to warm up and it has a good flow going around, so you can see everything going on with the group, see what's going on out here. So got a dynamic view of the place while you're rocking through.
Yeah, so I'm interested to know, what is your take on fitness? I know everybody has their own unique approach, but as you mentioned, it's not a cardio gym, it's a strength and training gym. What's the difference from your perspective?
So in terms of strength conditioning, I feel like it's a lot more transferable to every day. In terms of cardio, if you're running from a bear, you find a gun store along the way, after a while,
yeah.
but in terms of like just being able to do things on a daily basis, even being able to, sit out on a comfortable toilet for some people,
Right.
need to be able to do things like a squat, to put things away at home properly and to be able to go up overhead. So fitness is more than just, it's all transferable to life. And you do get some aesthetics as the benefit of consistency.
Yeah.
But overall, fitness is strength, it's confidence, and just being able to move through life and making sure that just going to work isn't the toughest thing that you do every day.
Man, I like that, man. And like looking around the space, I mean, you literally got everything that the majority of commercial gyms have, right? But of course, you've created a culture here that is unique in and of itself. What would you say is like, I guess, your unique offering that you have for your clients? What draws them here in your space?
I think the biggest thing is just they feel a place where they're comfortable to be themselves. From the time they walk in, everything is all about them, figuring out who they are, what they need, and how they communicate. And once I learn how to communicate and what triggers them, I can teach other people that way.
Yeah.
So when they meet other people, everybody feels comfortable because they know how to move. Nobody makes anybody else uncomfortable because as the leader, I give people the runway to do things. So, I introduce people once I learn about them. They meet people, so people know they have buddies. They get used to seeing people around here. Yeah. And ultimately, with me being myself and feeling comfortable enough to be myself, that empowers everybody else to do the same.
Yeah.
So everybody experiences the true version of everybody, so they can at least recognize how genuine they are and know that they have partners in this process.
I would love for you to like elaborate even more on that, right? Because as I've spent time here in your space and been in here when you've had clients, like you can feel the culture. Like it's almost like a family-oriented atmosphere. And like you mentioned, it's welcoming and people are excited about fitness, right? About improving themselves physically, mentally, emotionally. What are some of the things that you've done to create the culture?
Mostly it's just encouraging people, constantly encouraging and giving everybody else the runway to do the same thing, and staying consistent. You kind of got to be the same that you are every day, stick to your guns, and especially with building a business, you have to do that from an uncompromised standpoint.
Yeah.
And nobody can feel anything, whether things are good, whether things are bad. You gotta keep it straight, and every day is up.
Yeah.
Everybody here they're very encouraging to everybody because one, everybody's had a first day working out, and they've also had a first day working out with me, and it can be very challenging. So people they have to be uplifting to everybody because they see people right where they were at some point. My mission to training clients is ultimately just to give everybody functionality, longevity, and confidence. Like I just want everybody to come in and just continue to to feel like they believe in themselves in here. And then definitely continue to do that outside of here also, for sure.
Yeah. I want to pivot the conversation right now and direct it more towards like the equipment. Mm-hmm. Can you kind of walk me through that journey of acquiring all this equipment? Because maybe somebody's looking to launch their own fitness company and fitness business and open up their own gym. And they may have the mindset that they got to have it all together. They got to have the best equipment. I'm quite sure you didn't have all of this all at the same time. Like, was there like levels to this, like stages of you purchasing different equipment?
Most definitely. And as you look around here, you can see the levels, though.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my first set of dumbbells right over there. The ones that I've had since my garage that, I take good care of them, from that standpoint. And I've got some of those around. But yeah, it's really about starting with what you need, figuring out what kind of experience you want to provide and what you need overall. And then making sure that you're versatile with everything. As you mentioned, like some of the equipment here, again, a lot of things you would see in commercial gyms, but there's no selectorized equipment and things because you can just do one thing with that.
Yeah.
Everything here is versatile, and then I don't need any maintenance on anything also. The easiest way I like to say is that everything here works as long as you work.
Okay.
So,
I mean, speaking of work, man, we're talking about all this fitness. I want to dive into one of your training sessions.
Okay.
Can you walk me through what it's like to be at Capture Fitness?
Okay. Yeah, so ready to get a workout in, or?
No, I don't work out, I train.
Okay, let's get it.
Just walk me through it, right?
Okay, yeah. So basically the way it works, you come in every day, get started up front where everything is for warm up. People like to foam roll, do whatever kind of stretching they need, and then once we're all ready, we get going as a group. So I'll go through, and there's 3 phases every workout. Uh-huh. So we'll start out, I'll explain first couple exercises. Everybody will get rocking, and then we'll come back through as a group after those are done, get ready to the next phase, and then we'll go ahead and then finish everything up. So there's always a main strength, more accessory, and then we always finish some sort of core or conditioning.
Now, before we do that, a question popped up in mind. Like, how are your clients enrolling and signing up for these classes?
Oh, we have an app.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a Capture Fitness app. It's a web-based app, so again, just like I mentioned earlier, no maintenance. So everything is always going to work for you, going to be nice and simple. But yeah, within that app, people can do all their scheduling. All the workouts are always posted in the app for the teams.
Okay.
All the personal training workouts are in there also. There's meal plans available, so everything is all centrally located where people can track their progress aesthetically, nutritionally, and then from in terms of strength also.
You've got like a holistic approach to fitness and wellness, right?
100%.
I love the aspect of you not just focusing on the physical, focus on fitness, but also the nutrition aspect of it. That's dope, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
So let's dive into it, brother.
Okay, cool. Let's get this work.
Let's get it.
So first off, we're gonna be right here. So we're gonna take this leg off. We're gonna replace that with the ring. So that way when we go ahead and we get our squat off, we'll be nice and balanced, keep those shoulders square.
Okay.
All the way back up. So we'll go down basically until that back knee touches. So you can stop right before coming back through.
Okay.
We're gonna do 10 on each side.
10 on each side.
Yeah, so keep that back tucked in a little bit. Yeah, shoulder back. Go ahead. There you go. There you go. Yeah, keep that arm fully extended unless you need it to get back up. All right, so these slams right here, we're gonna make sure we're using the hamstrings and the glutes on these. So we're not squatting it down. Ball is gonna be even with your head the whole way. So I'm gonna show it to you slow, and I'm gonna show it to you real time.
Okay.
So be up, shooting those hips back, soft knees, and then once we get to about here, that's when we're gonna throw the ball through the ground. So straight up, shooting back, little glute extension up top still, right back down with it.
Okay.
20 of them.
20. So.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, little less squat, all hips. Yeah.
All right.
But still finish flat. Yeah, so chest facing the ground at the bottom. There we go, that's it. Yeah. Up and then full glutes up top still. There you go. Yeah. That's cool. I can see the legs shorten up a little bit. I can see it happening.
They get it. So, what were some of the things that you did, Earl, to build your clientele?
I guess one of the biggest things was just continuing to keep that community. Like when I first started, my snowball really started by referrals.
Nice.
Yeah, so keep that chest up a little bit more as we're going down. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, it came a little bit there, and then started to link up with some of my clients were marketing people, so started to give me some different ideas from that standpoint, and then reaching out and getting more outreach, starting to learn more people outside.
Uh-huh.
Link up with, I was a part of an outdoor workout group, so that was a good way to establish some good visibility in the community and all of that. So that was one of the biggest things, and really just starting to burn the network. Yeah. Really overall, like I heard Brian Leslie say one time, if you're not making 100 calls a day, then you're probably not making as much money, or if you're not making as much money, you should definitely be making 100 calls a day. So you really gotta plug your network, because I felt like if my own people didn't trust me, then how can I get anybody else to? Right? So, I just started like, if I know you, gotta come work with me. And just started going from there.
You gotta put yourself out there. What we got next?
We're gonna do one more of these.
Okay.
Yeah, one more of these. So the only difference on this one, I'm gonna have you let it float a little bit. So that's gonna help you to get those glutes up top. So,
nice.
So when you go, you're gonna give it just a soft toss. So from that slam, let it go up. You gotta go hit it. Then come down one. So that'll make sure as you watch it up, you're definitely gonna finish all the way up with those glutes, and then catch on the way down, and then drop the hammer.
Nice.
There you go. There you go. A few more of those. Finish them through.
Keep bending those knees.
There you go. Money. Good. All right, Gab. Yeah. Catch your breath a little bit.
Yeah, man, that's that work, man. I love it.
Yeah. All right. So we're down on these. Wrong. Not to interrupt you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good.
Flat back. Keep that neck neutral. Full extension at the bottom. I'll back down with it.
Pretty much you saying no talking, let's work.
Nah, you good. We chopping, dog. Take your time.
But the question I was asking is being that the fitness industry in some ways can be cyclical, right? There's ups and downs, people that come and go. What are some of the things that you've done to create a consistent clientele? For allowing people to continue to stay a part of what you guys are working towards here at Capture Fitness?
Yeah, making sure that people understand the mission first off, and that they know that Capture Fitness is what we do, and it's in the name. There's an obligation to the name of Capture Fitness. So once same as the game, capture the flag. Once you got it, the game is keep it. Mm-hmm. So there's an obligation here. Once you're here, nobody has ever been like, I'm glad I took a break. Nice. So again, we keep things going, but for engagement, be it different little initiatives that we have, do little cardio challenges. things of that nature. But also we do things outside. Like there's things outside, things inside. We get to get the gym community together and everything. So people, again, they still want to be around everybody. So that doesn't change no matter what the time of year is.
Another question I got, man, like people see fitness, people go to gyms, but don't necessarily know the ins and outs of the business. What are some things I think that you would say people have a misconception on about fitness?
About the fitness industry?
Yeah.
Misconception that people have about fitness is I guess people that it's short term and also that it's long term. So I guess it kind of goes both ways. You know, some people think that once you have a client, then you have a client forever. You know, and again, on the converse, some clients, you know, they come into it and they're like, all right, I'm only gonna do this for a little while. You know, so as somebody that's in a relationship business, it's just like, all right, how do we like? We're on opposite sides of the coin right here, you know. So I think those are definitely misconceptions, I would say.
So the fitness instructor thinks, hey, I'm going to have this client forever, and then the client's like, hey, I want to get this done as fast as possible.
Right.
I want to be in the best shape and get the six-pack abs, or you know, be snatched, quote unquote,
right.
overnight. You know what I mean?
For sure. So yeah, that would be one for sure. Like I say, and I guess the biggest one is that it's easy. Yeah, that it's easy for sure. Because even as much as you see people like online posting their journeys, again, like those are short-term things, you know, like those people, they've done a couple things, you know, so there aren't as many people as you think of that are just out there beating down the doors of gyms, even in January, when they think the people are just sitting on cash. Like it's still, you know, like you selling hard work, you know, like, and that's tough. Like people, you know, people give out loans for college for hard work, you know what I'm saying? So it's tough to have people come and pay you for that, so.
Sure. What we got next, brother?
Good. All right. Last one. Like I said, we always do some sort of core on these. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna pop up here. We're gonna hit these ab straps real quick.
Okay.
So we'll come up. We'll have your triceps here on the straps, and then use your lats to raise up. So coming up, make sure your shoulders stay right above your elbows.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and let you raise up your legs straight and down. When you come up though, send your hips back and then back down.
Okay.
Go up, back down. Through.
How many I got?
Let's get 15.
15, let's work. So Earl, how's it feel knowing that you're in a business that...
Yep, hips back. There you go, yep, keep that rhythm.
Knowing that you're in a business that not only is a profession, but there's purpose behind it. And you're transforming not just people's physique, but ultimately their mindset and the way that they live their life. How's that feel as a business owner, man?
I mean, it's a lot of pressure, first off. But yeah, it feels great. Like it gives me, it's like we talked about obligation in the name earlier. Like I have to carry myself a certain way. You know, obviously, you know, I showed it I'm not perfect, because you can never be too perfect. But yeah, I definitely make sure that people can always at least look to me as a totem on all of them. You know, from all those, because again, people believe what I say. You know, so I can't be here blowing smoke, you know. So again, it's a lot of pressure to know that I carry that for that many people, but you know, I wear it. I love
the fact, man, that you answer by saying it's pressure, meaning you understand the responsibility that your position holds, right?
Definitely.
And I think that is a testament to what you've built here, right? Your approach, your philosophy, and how intentional and diligent you are with each client. And I think with that mindset, man, that vision that you have to franchise this, to scale it, to take it to the next level, that's the ultimate key.
Definitely.
You know, and it's not about creating that massive gym. It's about impacting that one that's there. That one, like you mentioned, refers your business to someone else. You create the community. And the community is what helps you build and scale this.
Right.
But it started with you having the heart for the people and a passion that's driven by purpose. That's how impact is made, brother.
Definitely.
You got your boy out of breath, man.
Hey, I hear it.
But I love it, man.
Yeah, that's work.
I mean, you got a remarkable thing going on here, brother.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, remarkable thing, man. And, you know, in your short tenure, you've been able to scale at a great rate, man. To go from a garage to where you are now, downtown Indianapolis, Fountain Square, and impacting your clients on a daily basis. sky ain't the limit when they got footprints on the moon, brother.
Right.
And you out there elevating the new heights, man. So keep it up, man.
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate you being a part of it.
Earl expressed that one area of improvement for his business is really building more awareness around what Capture Fitness has to offer. So I invited my friend, Casey Harrison from Polished Strategic Communications, where she helps organizations and small businesses strengthen their storytelling and elevate their impact. She broke down some amazing things that Earl can begin to do to connect with his target audience. And these are things that he's already doing, but she broke down some things he can double down on to help him scale his results.
Casey, great day to you.
Hi.
How's it going?
How you feeling?
Good.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. I would like to introduce you to my great friend, Earl Sims. He
Hi.
is the
How's it
owner
going?
and
Nice to meet
operator
you.
here at Capture Fitness. Earl, this is Casey Harrison. She specializes in communication, digital strategies with her communications firm. And I share with her many of your goals to really build brand awareness about Capture Fitness. You have a great space in here. You're doing phenomenal work, impacting lives. We just need to get more people to know about what it is that you are doing. I'm going to pass the microphone to Casey. What insights would you share with Earl to help him expand his awareness?
Yeah, so I think a few of the things that immediately came to mind, since you have an established membership, thinking about leveraging them. So how can you use the membership that you have and maybe build into the events and the activations you already have to get people in here? Because I mean, this space sells itself. It's really beautiful. And so the more that you can do, bring a friend events or tie in different vendors when you do events so that people come in, they get a workout in, but what's the incentive for them to stay and learn more? And more importantly, what's the incentive for them to want to come back? I also would be really curious, like, what do you do currently on the communication side of the house? So email marketing or social media?
Social media, I could definitely have a better footprint social media. I probably get like one or two posts out a week. In terms of email marketing, I kind of touched on it a little bit before, but you know, I'm super sensitive about like not being annoying. So I definitely don't get it as much email marketing out as I should. And I know there's money out there in the lead bank there. So yeah, touching on people and just getting out more information, I definitely know I could tap in on that a lot more.
Yeah, well, and I think one of the things about email marketing, and we're at a really good time of the year where we're heading into the fourth quarter, it's about to be gift giving season.
Right.
And so if any time you are gonna start testing your email marketing and seeing if you're annoying people, which I don't think you probably are, but just in case you are, one of the best ways to start seeing and, you know, again, testing that is send a couple of different emails and see what people engage with.
Right.
When you're sending your emails, if you're giving them some kind of call to action, whether it's to engage with you on social media or to write a review or to go in and sign up for a class or a membership or what have you, I think using your email marketing to see what you're posting and what they're engaging with is a good idea to get a feel for what's capturing their interest. And I mean, to be quite frank, if you're annoying people on email marketing, you'll know because you'll see it. There are some really easy ways to measure that aren't going to take a ton of your time because you need to be in the gym, managing the gym, and yet you can gauge the effectiveness of that really fast. I know one of the things I harp on, and my small business clients both love and hate it, but social media is a necessary evil these days. So I think thinking about how you can have a constant presence on social media, but not feeling like you have to get in every day and do a fitness tip of the day. You don't necessarily want them doing it at home. You want them coming into the gym. And so what little tips can you give them? Maybe it's just their posture while they're sitting at their desk, or maybe it's a suggestion to drink water during the day, right? Like do those wraparound type of content pieces, but then use your social media to get them into the gym. So again, thinking about those incentives and things like that. Do you do any events now?
Yeah, so every last Friday of the month we do a nightcap event. So basically we let the LEDs go, we black the gym out, and we have a good turnout for those. People like to bring friends to those. And then we're actually doing like a fall celebration at the end of this month. So I try to do things to engage people and keep them coming around, different things that again they want to show off to other people too. So,
Oh, absolutely. Well, and one of the best ways, I mean, if you don't like to be on social media every day and you're doing those events, one of the best tips and tricks that you can use is to crowdsource the content. So if you're having an event, give them a hashtag and then use that hashtag to repost content. And you can even pull that into your website. You could pull that into your emails and use the photos they're already posting so that you don't have to go out and get them again. It's kind of an efficiency play, right? You're getting them in here. And one of the things I really liked, and I'd love for you to to talk about how it's worked. When you walk in here, one of the first things you have on the board is if you give a Yelp or a Google review, you get to
choose the music
you
for a
get to
day.
choose the music.
Yeah, put them on all.
I thought that was really smart. We bonded over how music selection is very particular.
For sure, especially when you're training.
Right.
Yeah.
It's got to put you into that flow state. You got to be in the zone. You can come here and handle business.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, that's definitely gotten a lot of good feedback from the people.
Yeah.
I feel like some people, like a lot of people jumped right on it and then got right in there, but other people, like, they're taking their time. They're really thinking about what they want to do and getting their playlist together too. But they're just like, I want to make sure my review's good. So I love the people taking pride in that.
Yeah, I love that. Well, and another point to that is like when you're doing those reviews, that's another crowdsourced opportunity because those testimonials give you that third-party credibility. And so the more that people come in and have those experiences, the more content it gives you so that you don't have to be the mouthpiece for talking about how beautiful it is in here or all of the equipment that you have in here or the specialized techniques that people can learn when they come in here. You let the people coming in have that story on your behalf.
Right.
Yeah.
And any small business owner knows that the best form of marketing is word
of mouth.
You can purchase ads, you can get commercial space, you can go out there and try to get like a billboard or whatever the case may be, but it hits differently when people are connected with people that they know and they're like, hey, check out this space.
Yeah, when somebody you trust says it,
For sure. And I would also even add, Casey, when you're talking about you don't want to annoy people or be a burden on people, I think many small business owners share that same philosophy, right? Where they're hesitant to put information out there, to send an email or a newsletter. Yeah. And the way I look at it, let's say for instance, Earl, you had the cure for cancer, right?
Right.
You had the cure for cancer. Would you operate with a mindset where you're like, I don't want to burden people by sharing this information? No, you're like, man, I want to save as many people as possible. Take on that perspective with your business.
Definitely.
You have the cure for obesity, right? You have the cure for many physical ailments and challenges that many people deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
So approach it with that mindset, knowing that, hey, I'm in a position where I can serve, I can add value. So I want to be intentional and be consistent about doing that.
Definitely.
And the people that are going to rock with you, they're going to rock with you. Of course, there's going to be people that, they may disconnect from you for whatever case, or whatever reason, but be sure to be intentional about consistently providing that value. And you never know what opportunities can present themselves from it.
Definitely.
Well, and piggybacking off that, I mean, it's not just the physical. We feel better when we go to the gym. We're calmer at the end of the day if we've been able to decompress before we transition off of work mode and into home mode, no matter what home life looks like. And so I think thinking about health and wellness holistically, which is very much the era that we're in right now. I know you shared you were really passionate about just Black men's mental and physical health. And so the more that you can be consistent with that messaging and really blast it out, to David's point, in every place that you can, the more likely that message is going to resonate. They actually say, I don't know if you've heard this, but they say it now takes 13 touch points in marketing for people to actually convert to a paying lead. And so if you think about that, that's 13 interactions.
Right.
So I mean, that's enough opportunity to annoy them, right? I mean, 13 interactions, it may take all 13.
I mean, if they're still around after 12, then they got to do something at 13 for sure.
They stay around, Earl, because you're providing some form of value.
Definitely.
Right? When there's an exchange of attention for value, that in and of itself is what creates loyalty, right? When people see your content and they see you as a trusted advisor, that puts you in a position to be able to serve those individuals, right? I mean, in the information age that we currently live in, there's not a lack of information.
Right.
There's no hiding that, right? There's no lack of information, but there's a lack of information that people can trust. So ultimately, you want to provide so much value that people can trust you as being that trusted advisor so that when they open up your email, when they see your piece of content on social media, they know their life is going to be enhanced in some way, shape, form, or fashion because of something that you share.
Definitely.
And it creates a circular experience. I mean, the first thing I said when I walked in here was, wow, right? Like, it's beautiful. It really does sell itself. And so when I have a good experience on social media and then I get an email that's really informative and trustworthy, to David's point, and then I come into the gym and I have a great experience where I feel safe, because a lot of people don't feel safe investing in their physical or mental health. Definitely. And so if you can create those good experiences, it's going to create brand loyalty. Yeah.
Just kind of some additional ideas that you might have just to become more locally relevant, and like just more natural ways to again develop those partnerships, as you mentioned, vendors and whatnot. Like I want to get to the point where it's just where it's just a call. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Not establishing a relationship. It's just like, hey, this is what I'm doing. You know, show up because this is what we do and how, you know.
Well, the beautiful thing about Indianapolis is that everybody wants to be connected here. I mean, I think that's a very Midwestern anomaly, to be quite honest. And so my first suggestion would be, if you're already on Yelp and you're leveraging that, bring the Yelp elites in. Do an event with them and start getting to know them and the Yelp network, and start where it's scalable, right? Like, you're in the Fountain Square neighborhood, go around and meet the vendors, meet the coffee shops, meet Howell and Hyde, right? Like, go meet the people and then think about how you can cultivate these shared experiences together. I think you always can consider things like the Indie Black Chamber or the Indie Chamber or Mid-States Accelerate 100 programs in terms of networking with other businesses who may be at your stage of business growth. But I think that's definitely a different play than like community visibility. So it might be a secret sauce in trying both and seeing what works and then leaning further into that.
Okay. So I've got another one as we were
Please.
in
Yeah.
there. So as you touched on earlier, how I really want to make this a place where Black men feel safe to come in and train and whatnot. What are the best ways that I would be able to go about targeting them without pandering,
Yeah.
and also not like feeling like it's like isolating, you know, my current market or demographic that I have.
Yeah. Well, I think you do it in addition to what you're already doing. So you don't stop your steady email content.
Right.
You don't stop your steady outreach or the Friday night nightcaps, right? Like, you keep doing the things that you're doing, and then maybe you add on some additional layers to that. And so I think the challenging part about how to connect with Black men is that you usually have to go through Black women if it's on social media. Like, the women are the head of household, and that transcends beyond races. But I think, especially with Black men, taking health seriously, it usually does go through the spouse or significant other. And so if you're looking at like what specific tactic, I would say you could try some digital advertising. The cool thing about advertising through Facebook or Instagram or sometimes Google Ads, if you have that knowledge, is that you can play with $50 and see a pretty good return on your investment. And I always say fail fast. Like, try it, fail fast, learn as much as you can, and try it again and do it a little bit differently, right? And so Facebook specifically has a lot of resources for small businesses. I would also say there are a lot is relative. There are a few places in Indianapolis where we know Black men are already gathered. So Fathers and Family Centers is one. They have a significant, not just Black men, but significant programs that build into Black men. 100 Black Men would be a great place to get plugged in. Looking at maybe some ongoing partnerships or pitches to the Indianapolis Recorder. It's all up to you, and depending, do I want to spend ad money? Do I want to sponsor? Or do I want to look at in-kind or trade opportunities? And depending on which you pick, that will guide your approach down that path. But I think all three, again, it gives you more data to work with. And once you try it and see what happens in real time, then you can decide, okay, I'm going to try this a little more intentionally. I'm going to invest a little deeper here. Or that didn't really work, and I'm not going to waste that time and money again.
So Earl, Casey has shared many different tools, insights, and strategies for you to begin to integrate into your day-to-day business. What's your call to action? What's your next step?
Next step is really just to get after it. And I guess the biggest thing is to start moving like I've got medicine, not a mixtape.
I like that.
So that'd be the best.
Or better yet, move like both of them.
Yeah.
Be that rapper that believes in his lyrics and his music so much that, hey, I'm right up on you. You got to take this, man.
Yep.
Take it or leave it, right?
Yeah.
And I ain't leaving, so you might as well take it.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, that's what you want to do, man. Execute on these different strategies, and I'm a firm believer that it can help scale your business to an even greater level, right? You've already got the product. You already have the capability to transform individuals' physiques, their mindset, and ultimately their life. We just need to let more people know about that.
I'll be really curious to see how Earl starts engaging with the other business owners in the community. I think there's a lot of opportunity to create experiences at the gym, which is why we talk so much about it today. This place is beautiful. I've said that a few times in this interview, because once you come in, it's warm. It's a welcoming atmosphere. It's incredibly clean, which is what I look for in a gym. And the disco ball is just everything. I mean, come to see the disco ball and stay to get your workout in. But I think thinking about how he can create experiences with some of the other businesses in the area. So maybe I come in with a group of my girlfriends and we have a great workout, but before we leave, we get a permanent jewelry bracelet, right? That's the big fad right now. And so I think thinking about how he can start connecting with other businesses in ways that raises everybody's visibility is ultimately got a lot of opportunity to be a revenue driver. And then finally, we talked about social media, which every marketer is going to talk about a bit. But I think what I hope, I guess, is that Earl was given some suggestions for how he could try social media and maybe build his comfortability using it. A lot of small business owners really hesitate when it comes to social media. They don't know which channels to use. They don't know what to post. They don't know how much to post. And then once they start posting, they all call me and say, I don't have the time for this. And so Earl thinking about what social media channels he could start playing with and maybe trying some boosting strategies and seeing what drives results. So ultimately today, I think what any small business owner could take away from this video is there's a lot of opportunity out there to try things. And it's okay to try something and to fail at it. It's actually better to try something and to fail at it. I mean, fail fast without using a ton of resources. But when you fail and you fail intentionally, then you're able to try again with all of that knowledge with you. So it's actually not a failure. It's a propeller to success and to a more successful outcome. And so I'm excited to come back. I'm excited to come back in my workout clothes. And I'm definitely excited to come back for a nightcap because I've got to see that disco ball in action.
When you think about culture, culture is a group of individuals that share values and beliefs. And one thing that's evident in Capture Fitness is this culture of improvement, this culture of growth. But that doesn't happen overnight. I believe it's a testament to Earl's approach and his philosophy as it relates to fitness. He creates a community by literally engaging with each and every single client in ways that make them feel special, right? Like, what's that old saying? Make everybody feel like somebody. And I believe with that mindset as a business owner, when you approach your clients or your customers or the people that you serve in ways that make them feel special, now you create a loyal fan base and people that are consistently coming in. Is all about allowing space for individuals to feel as if they're contributing to the overall mission. And that's what I see at Capture Fitness, where individually, of course, everybody's working towards their personal fitness goals, but at the same time, collectively, they're all coming together to create this movement that's built around health and wellness.
You're supposed to have your feet up. What's the number?
The work that I do and the impact that I make, it gives me a great feeling. I really just, again, I feel like I'm helping people. You know, they uplift other people after it, and when I see them in here moving better and telling other people they can do things and showing people what they can do, it makes me feel better. It gives me value. You know what I mean? It makes me feel like what I do actually means a lot to people. So it's more than just them staying around that shows me that. It's how they move and how they treat other people that shows me how much I bring to their lives also. Biggest thing for Capture Fitness is just to make fitness accessible. I would say making fitness fun wouldn't be the way I would say it, but yeah, just make fitness overall the most accessible to as many people as possible. Just to kind of take down a lot of the barriers that people put in front of themselves in terms of like why they aren't doing this or what's holding them back. Just to kind of just make it an open place in a community where a lot of people can come and just feel comfortable getting in the best shape of their life.
From the finish line, everything that I dreamed they try to minimize. They couldn't see me doing what they really couldn't visualize, and it's a shame, but I'm in my lane, bro. Now look who done came up, yeah. Now I'm in the lead, yeah, and we finna eat, yeah. I did it for him, I did it for her, I do it for we, yeah. So we in the streets, yeah, trying to break everything that they believe, cause we are the evidence that you could be anything you ever dreamed. Hey yo, we taking all the shots, trying to make it to the top. They can tell us what we not now.
When I dance, I feel freedom. I feel like people actually can understand what I have to say without saying any word. That's what I feel. I feel fire too.
Yeah, when I dance, I feel in full control of myself. Even though it might not look like it when I'm doing something, but I know that I am falling that way, or I'm pulling my body back the other way. It's like I have full control of my entire body.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool feeling.
1, 2, show 'em how we do. 3, 4, turn it up more. 5, 6, can you do it like this? 7, 8, and don't be late.